Hello, my name is Erin Bromley, and I am conducting the introduction for my leading video for the Masters of Education at Lamar University. I am currently a 9th grade biology teacher at North Shore 9th Grade Center in Galena Park ISD. For my leading video, I chose to complete the option under the direction of my campus mentor to develop an agenda for a faculty meeting that I would lead. At the conclusion of the meeting, I will survey the teachers regarding the use of time, effective communication skills, encouraging collaboration, listening skills, and relevance of topics discussed. After discussing the different leading options with my mentor, he suggested a leading video would give me good practice as a future administrator. I had a pre-conference with my mentor and a science specialist to create an agenda for the faculty meeting I would lead. The meeting is going to be information regarding teachers conducting StarCatcher tutorials to prepare for the upcoming STAR test. The meeting will focus on biology STAR tutorials. During the pre-conference, we discussed the agenda items that needed to be addressed. The first item on the agenda is the data analysis and class reward for the Common Assessment over Evolution. The teachers will be giving out slushies on March 24th during lunch to the students that had the highest percent on the test. Each student from the class that was chosen will be given a ticket by March 23rd, and they will need to present it to the lunch ladies to redeem it. The second item on the agenda is a game plan for StarCatchers. We will be analyzing data by special pops. We will determine TEKs and topics for lessons. We will determine dates. We will determine how the passports will work for the students. We will discuss that the tutorials will begin Wednesday, March 30th. Each teacher will be conducting 4 sessions each. The lessons will be using the Dana Center S3 strategies or their own personal lesson. And the copies for the first lesson must be in by Monday, March 28th. The third item on the agenda is STAR in Class Review, which will be April 25th through the 29th. We will be making folders for the in-class tutorials, and we'll be discussing how many booklets or handouts that are going to be needed, how we are going to assemble the folders, and how many sets of folders will be needed at once. We will schedule the use of the folders by mid-April. The fourth item on the agenda are the technology projects that must be assigned before April 4th. That the teachers need to make sure that they are reserving their labs and who is going to be using it, and looking at the planning protocol calendar. The fifth item on the agenda is the TELPAS rating. The rating day will be March 23rd from 3 p.m. till usually around 2 hours after. Dinner will be included. And then number 6 is on the agenda will be plant system assignments. The teachers will discuss steps 1 through 6 and share the lessons, and to make sure their substitute folders are due on Friday. So now I will conduct or show you my leading video.
I'm fat enough, I don't need 20 pounds added.
Okay, so today's video, obviously we're going to talk about StarCatchers, which is going to start next week, the Wednesday right after the English shutdown. I know. So it's next week, yay. So we're gonna go over it real quick. So obviously I needed just some positiveness, at least like with TELPAS and all the testing. Train your mind to see the positive in every situation, and that's just myself. Just even going to all these meetings, going to TELPAS tomorrow, being positive. There's gonna be food tomorrow. Yay, that was positive. So just I I know it's that time of the year, so just trying to be positive about everything, with everything that we have to do with star catchers and Telepath. So today's agenda, evolution lunch slushies. I think everyone got their Meriwether. This one's yours. You guys, those slushies will be given out Thursday, so make sure to give them to your kids tomorrow. Okay. Star catcher game plan. We're gonna go over that. The Region 4 category folders, technology projects, Telepath grading, plant systems assignments, and a survey at the end. Okay? So, the classroom work slushes again, those will be given out Thursday the 24th, so make sure you give your tickets out tomorrow during class, so they can get their slushies during lunch on the 24th. And they will need to make sure they have the blue copy to present
I'd
to the lunch
recommend
lady.
if you got 1, 2, 3, or 4, if your class is like 1, 2, 3, or 4, if they're the morning ones before, I would do it the 24th, just because, I mean,
Yeah.
there's always that chance. I'll have
Least
to,
amount of time between them getting the ticket and then having.
because if they lose that ticket, they will come back and go, man, I lost.
They lose it, too bad.
Yeah, give it to them maybe
Well,
Thursday morning, that's a good
Mine's
idea.
6th period, so that's about tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, please like me.
Alright, so the Star Catcher game plan. So today we're going to analyze the data, which we already have the data printed out for you guys. We're going to determine the teachers and topics for each lesson. So the first lesson's already determined, which is classification.
Well, no. We haven't, that was just the
Oh,
format.
that was just the format. Okay, so we do have to choose all 8 then. We're going to determine what dates we want to teach those lessons. The dates are already set in stone. Obviously, it's going to be every Monday and Wednesday starting next Wednesday and up till the test. So we're going to look at the passports again. The passports are going to be about the same as they were last year, but there's only going to be 3 different colors. We're going to have pre-AP, on-level, and sub-pop.
There's 2 of them, do that.
There's 2 different colors for the on-level.
Because there's,
Oh, so they're gonna be blue and green, okay. Again, it's gonna begin Wednesday, March 30th, 4 sessions per teacher. You guys, you're gonna be in charge if you're doing your own lessons. You use the data center, you guys can use Curriculum Corner, anything from the resource folder, the Star Catcher after school tutorial folder, S3 strategies, etc. Copies for the first lesson will be turned in Monday, the 28th, for your lesson on Wednesday. Yes,
So, Star Catcher's gonna be every Wednesday?
Monday and Wednesday.
it's Monday and Wednesday, but for this, next week and the week after, there's only one day that we can do it. So it's either that Wednesday or that Monday or whatever.
So are we gonna alternate? Like what
Yeah,
we're?
y'all
I'm
figure it
just-
out.
And I'll show you the, I'm gonna show you the
Okay.
schedule. Yes, we
All
will
right.
alternate, yes. So, because you only have to do 4 sessions and there'll be a total of 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's much more organized than me, technically.
Okay, so this is what the assignments look like. If you guys see right here, you guys can see this is how we're going to be split up. So, for example, the sub-pop, you will be, Harney Williams will be together that first Wednesday. Bromley, I'll be doing pre-AP. Guzman and Davis will be doing on-level. Okay? And then you'll see what Monday, and if the dates doesn't work out for you, you can switch with someone in your group. So if you're like, if Sullivan says, I can't do Monday, will you switch with Bromley, then I can switch with her, or vice versa, okay? And this is in the Google Drive as well, so you guys can see which dates you guys are assigned. Does everyone know what they're in now? Okay, yeah, you either have your Mondays or you have your Wednesdays.
I like Monday, thank you.
If y'all have any conflicts for whatever reason, just make sure you let me know, because I don't want anybody going in and changing those. I would like to know what they are so that everybody sees what's the most current. Like, so if you have any changes that you're making today on who's gonna be teaching what when, then let me know and I'll change that right now. Okay?
So for sub pops,
Mhm.
on Monday, I will have sped and lap students. Okay, thank you.
So right now, I want you guys to go ahead and grab a Chromebook real quick, and then go ahead and get into your sub-pops groups. So pre-AP, the on-level, and then sub-pop. told me that.
Oh,
So I was like, well, we're really responsible. We're not gonna lose any computers.
You wanna kind
How to log in.
I just want you to.
Well, what the date is.
There you go, see?
Yeah. I'm gonna get them logged
Get
in
you a
first.
man, you just kind of throw your little whiteboard to the side.
It is not dead.
Don't be the
Thank
one.
you, Mr. Davis.
Can I see that list
I
again?
spoke too soon.
Am I considered sub-pop? Cause I think I'm teaching on level 10.
You're doing on level because I switched you out with Howard because she's doing what we run anyway, so. I
Okay.
switched her on that.
And you're
Initially,
stuck
you were
with me,
with-
Kegler.
Initially you were there, but I moved you out, so Howard will be planning with Butler. No.
Nice try.
Slander.
Right. You just want to try to get away from that.
Okay, does everyone know how to log into the Chromebook? If not, it's just your Google Apps at galena.galena.isd and then your regular school email. I mean, your school password.
Oh, by the way, anybody that's going to go into the computer lab and go through Google Classroom, go back, if you haven't used it yet this semester, go back because when they switched over at the semester, when your class is rearranged, you're gonna have to go out and go in and remove kids and then go have them re-enter.
Okay, is everyone logged in?
No, it's not taking the password.
It's just your normal school password to get onto your computer.
GPS, that Galena Park
Yes.
High
Yeah, it's saying it doesn't recognize my password. There it goes. I did this last time, I had to do that 4 times.
Okay, so in your groups, you guys, our goal today is to fill in, so if you guys look in your folder, everyone should have a folder at their table. You guys have a red folder, okay?
Y'all take
We
it.
have the yellow folder. So what we've done is, we already have the, you guys can see here, if you look at the data, you can see your pre-AP, you have regular biology, we have LEP, and we have special ed. So you're going to go through and you're going to look at what TEKS that you want to cover in your 8 lessons, looking at your scores individually or as a group. So for pre-AP, we're going to probably look for anything under 60% first, and then go from there. If you're looking at LEP and special ed, I would go something under 50%. So your choice, but I'm going to also put up the TEKS so you guys can see if it's a readiness or supporting.
It says on top, I think it's color coded, I'm not sure if it says.
Oh, it does already say readiness or supporting. So I'm not saying we shouldn't do any supporting, but the readiness should be more priority over the supporting. And then when you guys are looking at your data, this is what the passport, this is just double copied here, the passport, and this is kind of what we'll give to our students. So when you guys figure out what TEKS you guys want to actually do for your lessons, you guys can go ahead and fill it in. Okay, you don't have to fill in both because it's the same thing, but go ahead and fill in. So if you guys want to do 7C, 7A,
Do we
and
have like
7D
each one
together?
covers?
Huh?
Do we have like a chart or something to see which one covers what?
Yes, I'm gonna show you guys where to find that as well.
And try to come up with some kind of catchy title for the topic, because I don't want it to sound boring for the kids. Last year we did have some catchy titles, so if you could help me out with that. Catchy title, TEKS.
So for example here, like if you want to do protein synthesis 4B, you'd write that in. If you want to do mutations, which is 6E, you would write that in.
Now, do they have to flow, or can we put them anywhere? Do
You can put them anywhere.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, you can put them anywhere. And then also when you're choosing your dates, see what dates you guys actually work on. I can repost that calendar, because like don't pick something like you hate to teach mutations, so don't give yourself mutations to teach that day. So you guys can decide which lessons you want to teach out of the 8. Choose what 4 out of the 8 you want to actually teach. Okay?
Howard and Caleb are not here yet, so that's something that we do need to work on. I'm gonna meet with Caleb, So it's really up to y'all, and they'll just have to jump on board. If you're not here,
We
you
set
don't
the 8
decide.
topics for both.
I'm gonna upload the TEKs up here just so you guys do have them, but you guys, the TEKs are always, you can find them in Google Drive as well, under biology unit planning, under planning protocol, 2015, 2016.
It says unable to access elsewhere. I actually kinda like it.
It's a Word document, I think, at the top.
You had it labeled yesterday.
No, that's an untitled drawing, I don't know what that is. I did have it, didn't I? It looks like a W on the end.
Technology budget next year.
Ms. Brummer, you said under planning protocol?
Scroll down. It should say T,
There it is.
colored, yeah.
And you guys can pull this up, again, on the Chromebooks. So it's under planning protocol, 2015, 2016, and it's at the very bottom under Word document. So I just have that pulled up. So does everyone have their data? And then you guys can see which 8 TEKs you want to teach. Now, you can put 2 TEKs together as well. So if you see like, we looked at like 7C, 7E, and 7F, those 3 could have been put together in one tutorial.
I would say
Or natural selection.
Like kind of like an umbrella of natural selection and evidence of evolution.
You know,
So-
so like 4B and 9E, like energy
Yeah, we're
conversions
looking at
and
the
reactants
all.
and products and photosynthesis go together. So there are a couple of things that kind of go together.
We said on lower.
But I look at the R's first. That's the readiness, that's the one that has that T.
And sometimes some readiness will take care of some of your supporting, so if you do have some supporting that look kind of low, look at the nearest readiness that could be covered and use that, so that some portion of your supporting is in that lesson. But overall, there's a lot of improvement, so you're not gonna find a whole bunch.
What's P stand for, Seema?
What P stands for process skills that were tested. So a lot of your questions are double coded, and those are the only process skills that we really double
So we're
code
not
for a
gonna do
lot
that
of times if they showed up. And most likely those process skills are the ones we code on unit tests and semester.
that, they did get on our units. What supporting is this one? 4A, that's
Some of them.
If
Do we have Post-it or something I can write on? Can I write on that?
unit plan,
Riley had any Post-it now?
Yeah.
What is?
Would like to organize.
So you think we need to do that one then? Okay. So we'll write that one in one.
yes.
Yeah.
Do you have Post-its in here? Cause I can go get some different ones.
I
Anybody
have
else?
the big post.
I'll go get I'll get some color.
So you read, so you think we should just answer? Okay, D.
Yeah, that's what they have. Yeah, these are sometimes
Okay. Put in 3, use that 3.
So that would be like,
No, after they find out, how it's ready, like what controls is being turned on or turned off, the environment.
Okay, so what if the skills of process?
But that'll, if we do that, we can do processing.
I would disregard processing skills, but if your, TEK is,
Scraps or something.
Some of them have processes like
processing
processing.
skills.
no, the process skills that we're talking about, if you look at your TEK list, It's like, can they draw conclusions, can they analyze the reference charts? So the process skills, hopefully some element of that process skills will be practiced in the lesson.
I guess we're just gonna go to the.
I think that we could add in program, just kind of like when we're talking about cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we could briefly go over that, right?
Oh, on the
It's
race,
not,
yeah.
it's not enough. I don't think either one's enough to do anyway, so.
5D is self-cycle.
I would stick to readiness.
So we need to go
I
under
wouldn't
what-
worry about process skills.
That's what I'm thinking.
I would do just readiness and then take care of some of the, even some of your, even though there might be less than 50, some of your higher
Genetic drift gene.
peaks, so that you can get on the edge on those.
Right, I'm looking at it.
Yes.
Still 39?
Because you gotta cut off, you have to have some kind of, you're gonna have to go into the because you have some of your higher functioning special ed, and then you got your super.
And there's
and
also-
they're gonna average out.
And
to
they
kind of
processing
what
skills
looks like
in
a
there.
low number, right? But you still have special ed kids in there, that are gonna,
And we can just add in that.
And then we have.
they're gonna need enough just to get them
Yeah.
to get to the passing standard. But-
So 60, that's fine.
And remember, like, if pre-AP has a problem with something, everybody's got a problem with it most of the time, right? But 6D, for example, I heard 60 is bad for everybody, but 60 is about
So yeah, we
cancer.
can do natural selection.
I mean, sorry,
Gene
gene expression, right?
What's the?
So, same thing with 5D, which is
7D.
cancer.
7C.
You can
Yeah.
put that as part of your lesson.
Snapshot,
It doesn't have to be all of your lesson.
yeah, that's all.
So your lesson, your readiness lesson would probably be over mitosis,
So when we go,
but
we need to
cancer
go
would
through
be a
like the
portion of it.
questions that we're asking.
Gene expression would be a small part of it, of a transcription translation or a DNA structure. Okay, so find the closest related readiness standard to focus your whole lesson on, and then the supporting standard that you could possibly support, that's also low for you, attach it to it so that you can double up.
I'm gonna
So you might do a 6A and a 6, or 6A, or a 6C plus the 6D. Because that way
I
you
guess
can
we're trying to
transcript
definitely
translation and gene expression, that takes care of it, right?
Let's come up the evolution test.
So you can practice homeostasis and
So this not just, they go
Is this?
That's cumulative data from the beginning of the year till now. But if evolution hadn't been tested until the CA7, that's the only data we have for this year.
Because it was
So
talking.
this is data from the unit test.
This is data from every CA, every unit test, anything that had a T test.
I would say go ahead, we need to do that one, because I still have kids that I know that. Affects the evolutionary mechanism, genetic, have a problem telling the between genetic drift,
Well,
gene flow.
it's a genetic drift.
I did too, and I'm saying,
Caution mutation, it's mutation recombination, because that's the only thing that's been tested.
that's like.
We didn't have a test for genetic drift and
well,
gene flow.
they still have problems with transcription and
6B,
not
Six
transcription.
A.
Six A.
That's 6A.
The
Recombination.
crossing
6B
over
is recognized as
recombination, so I
components
would
that
say
make up
we
the
need to do
genetic
that.
codes or components all.
Remember, it's recombination and how it's associated with evolution, right? Not necessarily recombination,
Right.
but, you know, whatever you can come across through that lesson.
That was kind
I
of
think
my
we're
warm-up
just
there,
gonna add
out in the desert, how the influence on organisms evolving over time.
It's right here in A, 6B is recognized components that make up
7F.
genetic code.
6E,
6E is.
changes in DNA, but I think, yeah.
Oh, is that, mutation?
It's, I
Identify
didn't,
the significance of the
what we
change.
should do
yeah.
is either we'll do like a new path learning, or we'll do some kind of, in general,
How does
like,
your 6A
whatever they feel like
Compared to
they're.
6E.
Yeah, on this part,
Well,
it ain't.
I think our kids can tell us, so like, I never understood mitosis, or I never understood
Let's
what
go
it
for
is,
it.
all this about it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 5 modules, 9A,
Where is 6A?
that's a support.
Hang on a
There it
second.
is. There it is. Actually,
Okay, the
pretty high.
That's 62.
62
So,
compared to what
probably
6E.
just say the respiration in terms of.
6C.
I mean, yeah, 65.
Really big, but we didn't practice.
So you had a 62 and a 65
And see what they had trouble with.
for online regular kids.
identifying.
So which one did they
And
do
just
that
share
on?
the same.
Right.
Okay, so transcription translation,
Because it'll be one
they
or
did
the
better
other, yeah.
on than the structure of DNA and how
I think that's a good idea.
it,
Have them buy in a little bit, so then it's like whoever,
Like
it'd be like the last
but
one.
I know why, because
Yeah.
a lot of us did not teach, DNA structure and all that until after it was tested. So I think that that's why the results came back that way. It was taught later on. Because it was initially supposed to be during biomolecules.
Nine is
And
basically.
then it was
decided it.
supposed to be brought up again during DNA structure and function, too.
And that's what a lot of us did when we started the replication, transcription, translation. So
It's
all
up to
just,
y'all, like, whatever you feel like is, you know, it's a judgment call on y'all, whatever you feel
it's
like
not,
is.
I personally think it's not gonna hurt to go back over. If we have something we're not sure, I don't think it's gonna hurt if we go back over the structure.
So like the different categories, like
Yeah, I will.
And you
Yeah.
might even find out, like, you start off the lesson and you're like, something when they come in to maybe label the DNA structure, like, if that's their engage, and you find out at that point, like, they don't even know the DNA structure before we
Who does Monday?
that part, finish that before you get to the transcription.
That's where I
Yeah,
was,
Monday.
that covalent bond pull all
So
parts
is there any
together,
that you
except
like
nitrogen bases.
Yeah,
But the problem is,
Hydrogen bond,
So.
well, no, but I'm just saying, I want them to see covalent, because the problem is if they don't see the word covalent, that's the one they always go for when it gets to
So
the
these are
test.
Monday, these are Wednesdays, this is Monday, right? Monday.
So we wanna switch, like, I know you don't wanna do this.
Yeah, that's great.
I can do that Monday and you just.
7F.
Okay. So we thought about creating a Google form for our last tutorial. And it's just kind of, will be a survey, like, what did you feel like that, like, we'll put topics up there, or maybe like a unit or something like that, and,
Next time I can open the form and do a lesson on that one.
yes.
Y'all want DNA?
We're gonna do the same.
We'll do the same, just collaborate between our two between the surveys, and we'll just choose from there.
So how are you going to,
We're gonna share the same form.
Pretty strong on that, right?
depending on, like, how?
Yeah, but the whole thing.
We're gonna put this
I
in
would
there
still
now.
go to 6C
Yeah, we're
for a
gonna do the
reason.
form now, that way we'll know already.
We had just, whenever we got all these tests,
So what do you
we
do?
just gone over, we just got done teaching it.
Feedback.
It's like the one that has the
I
most.
think we need to go back at least for the ones that be there, because I don't know,
Questions.
professor, that's gonna be a lot
So it's
different.
just
They're
verbal,
going to go.
talking,
I'd say we, at least for the ones that are gonna be there, that's at least a
Yeah,
good.
what-
I'm just wondering what
You're talking about like the lesson?
Like the lesson?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, we'll do an activity with
Spend so
them.
much time just.
Is it gonna be open-ended that fit any of the topics that they pick?
Or I guess the structure.
We're not gonna pick it until they do the topic, and then we're gonna do the
Go
lesson.
into it
That'll work.
that way.
Why don't you give them the survey at the end of the last day, so that you can prepare for them for the last day?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, we wouldn't give it like right before,
No, I'm saying,
Oh,
after they
after
do
the-
all
on
these
the-
tutorials, on the 7th tutorial, give them the survey
And then.
and
let them-
determine your last.
Oh, okay, okay.
And on
Which
your
ones
last
you wanna
report,
go
it
back
will
on?
just be to be announced, and if you define like that, so that way you can figure out.
So that's the finding.
because we
Yeah.
get enough
Self-cycle
feedback
usually
where
comes
the
out.
kids are honest and they're like, I really did not understand that.
So
I
it's
That's
don't
not-
think-
that's definitely my
All
aim,
kids,
Pastor.
you know, like all of them.
They're not self-reflective about what they don't.
But I feel like the last one is hard, because by then, nobody wants to come anyways, it's kind of more of a buy-in, for them, like,
So you wanna do a Google form
So
for
you
all
can
your
tie it
classes,
into there.
and then.
Because that question that they always on the test was if they had actually read it and gave you all the
right,
information. into it.
right.
Oh, I thought you
It's
were
because
just
they know
surveying the
that
kids
it's
that you don't
supposed to
survey.
stop if you've got the people
You wanna
teaching
survey all
it.
your classes.
But when it's not working,
And
give
it's
them
an
just
opportunity
allowed to
to
go.
talk.
And they didn't even, even back over the test, they were
And
not really,
I would put
like, yeah, guys, you gotta read the questions. But I would still go back
Facebook
and
or
say,
something like that.
Okay,
and you can do cell cycle and cancer all in one fell.
how are you guys doing?
Can I have a
I don't know if y'all get video.
Do you, I have one here, I think. Here,
You need this copy? You wanna load this?
you can use
Want to
mine.
look at them?
I put not my DNA for the stuff for DNA.
6A and 6B.
I'd have put who's your daddy.
Well, you can change yours.
For biases, I said, can we put monogamy or not?
No, you know what?
What's it going
I would
with
say put
viruses?
two Zika. I just put Zika down for the virus. Just put
There you
Zika
go.
because that's something they all know.
Zika with
No,
exclamation point.
there was another case of Zika found in
Okay,
Sugarland.
and then we need one for 4A and 5D.
Okay, 4A is what?
4A is,
4A is prokaryote, eukaryote.
Which came first?
There you go. Which came first? And then we have 6D. Do you guys
If
have
you
6D?
wanted to do 7G with prokaryotes and eukaryotes, you could do 7G with 4A. You can do 7G.
Do you guys have 6D?
Okay, 6D, express yourself. We're gonna take a Madonna.
6E is exit.
Okay, I like that.
Are you gonna do a whole lesson on gene expression, or are you gonna do it?
She
with-
said 6D. I'm coming up with names.
No, but can you do 6C and 6D, because then that would be gene expression, like,
Okay.
I don't think we can do a whole lesson on gene expression.
I'm just coming. I'm in name mode.
Okay,
You're killing the buzz right now.
sorry.
You said 6D and 6G?
What's the number?
6D and 6C.
Okay, 6D is express
I
yourself.
was saying
Just add it in
7G
there.
and
Madonna.
4A.
Okay, 6E.
4A and 7G.
Well, 6E is,
when you was just born.
you know,
Now, you know what, my cousin was in 10, so I know about Madonna.
because that's a
All right,
different.
and you guys on the folder it's giving the actual instructions how to do the star catchers as
No,
well.
6C.
Whatever
Here.
we need.
So you guys can read, but make sure that you guys do check this out right here as well. Okay.
Did y'all find on level needed 6F Punnett squares, or did y'all feel like no?
Hold
Opinion Nicole, my, oh, excuse me.
Can I see your list? Can we just do the same topic on the same?
on. We were
Absolutely can.
at 57.4.
If that's just, but you gotta remember, your kids may have had something that was low and not ours.
Mix it up.
But when
Yep,
when we
6F.
looked at the data, it's
wasn't
very
similar.
it's very similar still.
Gene, who sings that?
So if you, say for example,
Cars.
there's a resource, you could like take it up a notch or take it down a notch, depending on like using the same resources, but.
I want to do drugs.
Yeah, but then it comes like if everyone wanted to use something out of days in their boxes,
Oh, what was the
and we're all
one
doing it on the
from,
same day, there comes a conflict with that as well.
from,
So that's just something we'll all make sure we have a plan
Okay.
around.
So you guys need one more day?
the song who went there.
Well, we're gonna,
My kids.
create
That's what I'm
a-
talking about now.
Google form to kind of let them choose, we're gonna put in topics that we've covered and let them choose. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think that you
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
And do you guys still only have 7 as well?
It's killing me
You didn't come
now.
up with your 8?
I think with.
I think we got all.
Combining 6, is that what you said?
Well,
Combine
6A
6E and 6D?
No,
That can be done in one, or one big?
6C and 6D.
6C.
Okay.
Okay.
But you guys have all 8?
That was something that they were.
We do have all 8.
According to the data, 6A.
Now, are any of the ones, the lesson itself on a supporting standard only?
They can
Only.
identify the components, but it's 6D.
Couple, just a
Yeah, like
couple.
it can't be attached to a readiness at all? Or is it a big enough teat to do a whole full lesson on that supporting standard?
7F is a big enough T. That's a supporting
Recognize
sample for low
components that make up genetic code, what is that?
6C is a big, is a big supporting
Recognize
standard.
components that make up an organism, know what a nucleotide is.
Look above it.
They can say that they have a base.
Look above it.
No, I'm saying when we wrote it on.
Oh.
Because 6C is, that's a pretty good chunk.
Okay, so that can be a whole lesson.
I think 6C, yeah.
What is 6E?
That needs to be on there, so let's do 6A and 6B. And I think that we should start off with that first. DNA or cells, do cells, then processes.
Oh, yeah, they opened a new water park in May, on Memorial Day
Which
weekend
one?
in Cape.
6C.
So,
Do we have, is that what we're trying to line
That's
up?
the one with the.
What's it on? 6C is on
Transcription.
translation.
Translation.
Now, 6E, I believe is the mutation one, right? Significance of changes?
Yeah.
So that is a readiness, whereas transcription translation as well as gene expression are supporting,
we could
So,
do one day, or
like
some
making decisions based on that.
one whole lesson, so we were gonna put the 2
Now,
together.
is that too much for our kids, telling you and then interview somebody? Because we follow up then, we're gonna do this, then you just follow up and do 9B next to it, since it's leading energy conversion.
Why, are you doing cell types on Monday?
Pro
Versus,
use, and
yeah.
then cell transport, 4B.
Both of them on the same day? Same
Power
lesson?
low.
You think they could do that?
Power
That's
up.
what I was
Is that
Well,
what
I don't know how we're
Okay.
gonna do the 8.
No, she's moving 4B to the next
Yeah, that's
day.
what I'm saying. 'cause
She's
we're
gonna
gonna
start it and then they're going to,
But I'm just kind of.
Yeah.
So do you think they could do, are
That's
you
funny,
trying to do cell
Brian
transport and
Allen
energy
posted
conversion
with
on
an
the
80s
same
party
day
the other
before
day
we?
and did that. I had just been listening
what
to
do you
Eddie Grant.
Yeah, give us your.
I
There's one that's
honestly
got
don't
14
think that
hours
they
on
could
YouTube,
do
but 14 hours.
all of photosynthesis
Babysit.
and energy conversions and osmosis diffusion,
Right,
like it's too much.
so do 4A one day, but that's not enough.
You could,
Oh, yeah,
We can
how are you
you
gonna
could do
do
the
it though?
cancer, like we're
How are you
doing.
gonna do, how are you gonna do it?
Pro and use cancer,
Or.
Your 5D.
What's, how was your 5A?
Our 5D was 33.7 million. 5A was
5D sucks for everybody, but
51.14. We were over 50. We were over 50.
Let's move on.
I mean, 'cause
For
Okay,
bed,
Do we now, do we need to decide who's gonna be what days?
if you wanted to do like.
Well, if you don't like what days are already assigned,
Oh, how do we know what days are assigned?
So
do
that
you want
that
to put
was,
like?
Oh, that's, oh, it's right, it's in the
Yeah,
plan.
it's in there.
So,
first Wednesday and then I got Monday.
Yeah, if you don't like it, I would definitely switch if you have something going on,
Well, actually,
but.
we can sit there and figure out which ones, cause like, Kegel one asked if she can use specific
5A
ones.
and 5D.
That's under planning,
You
right?
could do 4A, 5A,
Uh-huh.
and 5D.
And it was under.
It is under,
How many topics do you have?
we're putting 8,
Cause I would put diffusion on.
Campus
like,
interventions.
On its own,
like
and
that,
I would do.
that's how I've done so far, and then here's what we need.
I would do 4B and 4D, like, is it all energy conversion, or is it,
so Taylor, it's up here.
transport?
Okay.
Well, if you do 4A, 5A, and 5B, this is.
Kegler asked,
This is enough. That's a lot already.
The 4 and 5A is,
Kegler said she would like to do like 6A, 4B. Here's ones. You might see any problems with Kegler doing those.
so 4B,
I just told her to write something down, cause I wanted her to have some say-so on what one she did since she was here.
transport, and then can we do 4B, community conversion?
So we can go ahead and put in what Tiki did on theirs.
On the sheet, and then, we will add it in,
Oh, they're right.
so all you have to do is have your sheet, so if you have your sheet, you're good.
Transport and cellular processing on and homeostasis.
That's all it is.
Transport, I would do the cell transport.
I don't think we should waste more time reading names, so we should move on.
No, I'm just putting Kegler.
So put
No, 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 you're fine.
conversion with
Um,
9B.
So again, the tutorials will be just teacher oriented, so you guys know where all the resources are at. I'll show you guys again.
Under,
Yeah, I'll show you again, obviously under, curriculum corner, if you guys go to curriculum corner, you guys can find it.
I just don't want to be at the beginning.
You're right, no, they've already assigned the days, just.
There are components.
alright, and it's under,
So curriculum corner, you can find under STAR resources. There'll be category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also find the data center boxes, which are in SEMA's office. Google Drive under shared activities, we have campus intervention, you have the star catchers, and then you have the after school tutorials.
It's in unit planning,
I don't see
it's under our
star.
unit folder, it's under campus
Oh,
intervention.
there,
under
no,
unit planning
got
folder.
it,
It's not in shared activity.
So is,
That's how I got to it.
It's in shared activity?
No, it should be in your unit planning campus intervention folder.
No, that's not get on.
question,
Is it-
Seema?
Natural selection.
is it under science? The curriculum?
Uh-huh,
Okay. I didn't know if it had its own.
and it's at the very bottom.
Mutations and what's the other one?
This is what it was like.
Biomolecules
days.
and enzymes.
No,
So we have
read off blue.
No, this is the colors we're given here, you get green and blue.
That's what you
mutations is one. What's our
Hey, what color do y'all have? What folder color do y'all
Red.
have?
Red.
Okay.
9A is,
They click on there's a lot of stuff in there, so.
What did you, that's one?
The curriculum corner showing us
where the resources are
R
at.
nine B and nine C are the ones.
So just go ahead and
Oh,
cross this
doing
out
on
there.
curriculum talk.
Mm-hmm. He just wanted to know where those resources were
Nine,
at.
oh, this five, we're gonna look at the nine, B is, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 9B, yeah, the
Nine
other
C
word.
is.
They are the word. 9C is identify and investigate the role of
So blue and green are teaching on the same days, right?
Okay, what's nine B?
Blue color, because they're gonna teach the same days.
That's why I kinda need y'all to coordinate. Like between all on levels should try to teach the same thing.
Having information
So y'all can do
and analysis
census.
for self-replicating.
Right here.
And so after you guys know what days you are, then you guys can, we'll add those onto the Google, calendar, not the Google calendar, but she will post the passport calendar, in our drive, and then you guys can pair up with whoever is teaching, if they're teaching the same thing, like you can ask what they're doing, you guys can share the activities, or come up with on your own. You guys know your kids, and how to do your lessons, right? Okay?
So all of those will be together.
So the next thing you guys are gonna have to do after,
So it will be one day.
you guys have, your dates figured out,
I need them on the right color. Blue or green, so y'all are not doing it the same day.
No, we're doing it the same day. We just wrote stuff down, and we didn't put any reason. And then we started trying to put a reason behind it.
Do you wanna,
We'd already,
so can I just say blue
that'll work.
You're gonna give us a
We
copy?
just,
Cause
we
y'all
couldn't
fall
do,
under-
we were doing the job, we're gonna do the same thing, it's just,
What do you
we're
need?
just putting stuff down to get it done.
yes. That's gonna be added into Google, Drive, so you guys will be able to access that.
What is that?
What we're turning in, their dates, you're gonna upload it up on Google Drive.
Yeah.
So you guys can do that. So now that, you guys have what lessons you guys are going to do, you guys are gonna be, in charge of picking your individual students to come to your Star Catchers. We're not recommending doing extra credits, we're actually recommending, like we did, our targeted after-school tutorials, the same way. These are the kids I want to come. Not just leaving it open-ended, because we really want to target those bubble kids, okay? So, through Eduphoria, you can determine and assign the kids you want to attend each session, avoid giving extra credit, and assign the kids that really need the tutorial. So I will email this PowerPoint out, so there's step-by-step how to get your information, from Eduphoria.
Do they have time to kind of go in and see how it looks?
So do you guys want to log into Eduphoria real quick?
Cause you kinda have to do it to see it.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird because you actually have to search for the test. So let's all just go ahead and log into Eduphoria real quick.
Hey, we got Star Catchers on 420.
Hey Britt, give me your,
B. Taylor one.
oh, Aaron, you wanna do yours here?
I think everyone's just logging in on their,
I know, you can show them,
I was gonna leave the instructions up there.
you can show them how to get into it. What's your,
You know it. Okay, is everyone on Eduphoria?
Not yet.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys will go through, when you guys get on Eduphoria, Taylor, you on Eduphoria? Do you know how to do this?
I'm getting there. Give me a second. Uh-oh.
when it's spinning around,
Oh, F1, yeah, F2, F3, F5.
We ready? So you're gonna go to Aware. So, everyone through Aware? So you're gonna go to Reports, down at the bottom. Okay? And then you're gonna go to the Teacher Quintile Report. Click on that.
What happens when all reports? It's not on here.
Is anyone lost?
No.
Everyone there?
Oh,
Okay?
it used to be a tab right there.
So we have to actually search for the test. So if you go in here, click the add button, and if you put grade 9, okay, so type in grade 9.
So, hold on. So.
Doesn't have a plus.
Yeah, you click on the plus, and then you type in grade 9.
Okay, I don't have that.
And then all the tests come in.
No, you got,
Reports.
Well, after reports.
go,
Teacher Quinton. What you told me.
the right one up top. No.
Oh. Ah.
Okay, everyone got that? Okay, so you guys are going to choose the semester. You're going to choose your science, obviously, semester.
You can pick basically however many you want, right?
Right, exactly. I would go through and look at more than one, obviously, but the biggest one we've taken is obviously the semester. So if you click on, that's environmental systems. So make sure you don't click on environmental systems.
They click on all of them.
You can only click on one.
So
I
which
just
one
tried
we
to
doing?
click on like.
So if you choose whatever test you want to look at that data for, and then you click on print report. I think, okay, so you guys can add more than one test here.
I would, in order to get, because this is cumulative, right? So just like you looked at cumulative data for your spreadsheets on your desk, I would get as many test data points as possible, because remember, every one of our tests don't test the same thing. They
And,
test different teams.
and you can add more than one.
Yeah.
So you guys can add however many you want, or I would add all of them, honestly.
Or if you know for sure a topic, if you wanted to find out, like say for example, if you have a genetics lesson, then go to the genetics test, and any genetics questions that were on any test that you have, you know what the topics were, pick those tests, and if those kids were doing really poorly on that test, that's when they can come back in.
So you push print report, and it gives the overall percentage. Okay? So for our bubble kids, what do they need to do to pass for our test? They have to get, what, 39%? Right. Well, if you want to choose it by 43, so what my bubble kids would be around right here, right? So I would make sure all of these kids are coming to my tutorial. Okay? Did everyone get the report? Or know how to get into the report?
So you choose one test at a time?
You can choose
You can choose multiple.
Okay, so how do you select?
Just click it, whatever test you want, just choose test,
Okay.
and then you go and do it again.
Oh, okay.
And then
That's
you
all.
add another one.
Continue as many times.
Okay.
But do you know how many times I have to do that? Because for every test, I have 3 of them.
Different drop downs.
Because there's online, there's paper-based.
Well, I would go off of your fall test then, your fall semester test for sure. Make it
But that's
easy.
gonna look shitty, sorry, because they didn't know anything in December.
Well, in December, it only tested whatever we taught in the spring.
Okay, so everyone knows how to find their data to target what kids to come to tutorials?
Okay.
Yes? Okay, so that's the ones you like, here's your passport. Do we have to get that list to you?
I would say, for example, you're looking at here, like if 39% is where our bubble is, and we want +5, -5 on 39%, right? For pre-APs, you're looking at the bubble around commended to try to get your commended scores up, because honestly, if a pre-AP kid is doing 40 still, there's not a whole bunch he can get from a commended kind of, that's our point for after-school tutorials for pre-APs. So I would maybe highlight the kids that you're wanting to call, and maybe attach that to your call list. So, because I know that Dr. Avalos had, English teachers call their kids, right? So I would have something where I'm saying, okay,
How
these are the
many,
kids that I
okay, here's the
targeted.
thing, how many do you wanna target? Because
20,
it's,
25
15,
kids.
20, yeah.
Like, I mean, because you know how it is, like, they're not.
right,
all
I'm just
show
saying,
up.
I mean, if we get there and say there's like, cause we're sitting at like 39%, right?
So, I mean, your first goal is to make sure know who you want to come on Wednesday. Okay, and then go from.
Yeah, and are we looking at, we know the kid, like, I'm just gonna throw a name out there, Daniel Herrera. He
Absolutely
needs to
not.
be
If
there.
he's not,
That's the thing, but no, he needs a, yeah. So if we know that they might actually show up and be a troublemaker in there, don't send them, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Make-
unless you're gonna work that day and you're gonna take that kid.
I'll end up going to jail.
Okay, so everyone knows how to find that. Any questions? Any questions on this?
20 kids?
Yes.
I would look more towards where they
Yeah, I
are in
just
terms
forgot
of how close we are to the time.
Any other questions? You have questions?
I would
I
do
did, but I
five
just
nines.
forgot it.
I would
Oh,
do
every
5%
topic
above
or
and
list
5%
will be
below,
different?
so anything
It's up
in
to
that
you.
range,
I'm probably not going to
Now,
make a
you don't
different
have
one
that
for
many.
every single one.
widen the
Okay.
range.
That's just
Okay.
me. But if you want to individually do that, yes, you can. I'm not.
Okay.
Use this schedule.
Why is he a
Okay,
writer?
but that's your own, call.
What? That's feeling good.
Okay.
This is how it is.
Any other questions how to find the data? No? Okay.
Deborah's
All right, passports again, they're gonna be just like they were last year. We have the 4 colors, pretty pink, yellow,
This side's
on
green.
levels blue and green, and you guys are red, okay? All right,
Thank
so
you,
reminder,
Rob.
Starcatcher starts March 30th. 4 sessions each teachers. Teachers will be paid $20 for each shift. Shifts will begin from 2:45 to 3:55. Make changes within your group as needed. Teachers are responsible for the lessons. I already showed you guys where you guys can get those resources at and collaborate with each other on those lessons. Lessons should be 30 to 35 minutes. The game review should be 10 to 15 minutes. Copies for first lessons put into SEMA or Brits by Monday, March 28th. Okay? Region 4 category folders. We have some awesome folders that Harney, Miss Matthew, and Deborah went to, right?
And so,
And Miss Sullivan, you guys went to. So, with these category 4 folders, this is what we're going to use for our 5-day in-class review right before our test. So we're going to briefly go over that because I know we're short on time. So, SEMA has made a STAR biology review booklet that we can use with these category folders, okay? But let's all move kind of back to these. Let's check out these. The purpose of my video was to develop an agenda for a faculty meeting that I will lead under the direction of my campus mentor. At the conclusion of the meeting, I will survey the teachers regarding the use of time, effective communication skills, encouraging collaboration, listening skills, and relevance of topics discussed. I used the Gibbs reflective cycle to do my reflections over the faculty meeting. For stage 1 of the Gibbs cycle is the description. The faculty meeting was over information regarding teachers conducting StarCatcher tutorials to prepare students for the upcoming STAR test. The meeting will focus on biology STAR tutorials to target struggling students at risk for failing the STAR test. The second stage of the Gibbs cycles is my feelings. I felt I was very prepared for the meeting. I had a pre-conference with my mentor and the science specialist to create an agenda for the meeting. I also created a PowerPoint to help teachers follow along. I felt I was very descriptive of the expectations of the program. We had great collaboration between the teachers on determining dates, TEKs, and lessons for the upcoming tutorials. Leading the video made me feel important to get out vital information to the staff. The third stage of the Gibbs cycle is my evaluation. I have a deeper understanding of the work
that goes into prepping for a staff meeting. Not only do you have to create an agenda, but you have to prep for the meeting, gathering information, data, pre-conference with any individuals over topics that will be covered, and prepare to answer any questions that may arise after your presentation. The fourth stage of the Gibbs cycle is the analysis. I created a survey for the teachers to take anonymously after I conducted the meeting that they could submit through the Google Drive. So at the conclusion of the meeting, I asked all the staff members to complete the survey. The first questions that was on the survey was did the presenter allow too much time for discussion, too little time, or about the right amount of time? The second question was, did the presenter listen to the needs of the audience? The third question asked, was the presenter effectively communicated the content of the presentation? The fourth question was, how comfortable did you feel asking questions or expressing ideas at the meeting? The fifth question was, overall, were you satisfied with this event, dissatisfied with the event, or neither satisfied or dissatisfied? I also added 2 open-ended questions. I asked if there were any ideas that would improve star catchers, and do you have any other comments, questions, or concerns? I was surprised and happy with the feedback from the meeting. Everyone was satisfied with the presentation and thought effective communication was used. The staff commented that the class sizes for the tutorials should be limited to make service to those students that really need the last-minute attention and reinforcement. Another comment was the way the meeting had an objective and it was conducted without getting off topic. So the fifth stage of the Gibbs cycle is the conclusion. My conclusion is that the meeting ran smoothly and the teachers were overall satisfied with the presentation. Presenting to colleagues takes on its own challenges. I would like to meet again after the first couple of tutorials to see if we need to change or take away anything from the program. This opportunity gave me experience that will further my knowledge as an administrator. This completes the Gibbs cycle reflection for my staff meeting. I really enjoyed conducting a staff meeting and getting a better insight on the process.